Union apprenticeships offer guaranteed wages and benefits, strong job security, access to union training and development programs, and representation by a union to advocate for workers' rights. However, they may have high dues and fees, more stringent work rules, and can be more difficult to enter. Non-union, often associated with the Associated Builders and Contractors, or ABC, apprenticeships offer lower dues and fees, greater flexibility in work hours and rules, and are usually easier to enter than a union apprenticeship. On the other hand, wages and benefits may be lower, job security may be less stable, and there is less access to training and development programs. Considering the long-term outlook, the demand for skilled workers in the construction industry is generally positive for both union and non-union apprenticeships. Factors driving this demand include, firstly, infrastructure investment, with governments expected to invest heavily in infrastructure projects, creating a need for skilled workers. Secondly, population growth. As the population grows, there will be a need for more housing, commercial buildings, and other structures. Thirdly, an aging workforce, as many skilled construction workers are retiring, creating a shortage of qualified candidates. Determining the better work outlook depends on individual circumstances and preferences. For those seeking high pay, benefits, and job security, union apprenticeships may be a better option. For those seeking flexibility, lower costs, and easier entry, non-union apprenticeships may be a better choice. Both union and non-union apprenticeships offer opportunities for advancement through training and experience. It's important to thoroughly research both options and consider factors such as the specific trade, geographic location, and individual career goals before making a decision. The decision between a union and non-union apprenticeship ultimately hinges on what a tradesperson values most in a career. There's no universally superior option, each offers distinct advantages that appeal to different priorities. Union apprenticeships typically provide a structured pathway to becoming a journey worker, with standardized training programs that meet industry benchmarks. This ensures a consistent level of skill and knowledge, which can be particularly valuable in specialized trades. The union also acts as a collective bargaining unit, negotiating wages, benefits, and working conditions on behalf of its members. This can lead to higher earning potential and better overall compensation packages compared to non-union positions. Job security is often a key draw for union members. Union contracts frequently include provisions that protect workers from arbitrary layoffs and terminations, providing a sense of stability that can be especially important during economic downturns. However, the union structure also comes with certain obligations. Members are typically required to pay dues, which can range from a small percentage of their wages to a fixed monthly fee. They may also be subject to union rules and regulations, which can sometimes limit their flexibility or autonomy. Non-union apprenticeships, on the other hand, often offer a more flexible and individualized approach to training. Apprentices may have the opportunity to work on a wider variety of projects and gain experience in different aspects of the trade. This can be advantageous for those who are seeking to develop a broad skill set or who are interested in starting their own business in the future. Non-union employers may also be more willing to accommodate individual needs and preferences, such as flexible work hours or specific training requests. One of the main advantages of non-union apprenticeships is the lower cost of entry. There are typically no union dues to pay, and the apprenticeship program itself may be less expensive than a union program. This can make non-union apprenticeships a more accessible option for those who are on a tight budget. However, it's important to note that wages and benefits in non-union positions may be lower than in union positions. Job security may also be less certain, as non-union workers are generally not protected by a collective bargaining agreement. Looking ahead to the next 5 to 10 years, the construction industry is expected to experience continued growth, driven by factors such as infrastructure investment, population growth, and an aging workforce. This growth will create opportunities for both union and non-union workers, but the specific types of jobs that are in demand may vary depending on the region and the trade. In general, trades that are related to infrastructure development, such as heavy equipment operation, bridge construction, and pipeline installation are expected to be in high demand. Trades that are related to residential construction, such as carpentry, plumbing, and electrical work, are also expected to see strong growth. In addition to technical skills, employers are increasingly looking for workers who have strong problem-solving, communication, and teamwork skills. These soft skills are essential for success in any trade, and they can be developed through both formal training programs and on-the-job experience. Ultimately, the best way to prepare for a successful career in the construction industry is to gain as much experience and training as possible. Whether someone chooses a union or non-union apprenticeship, it's important to be committed to learning and to continuously improving your skills. This will ensure they are well positioned to take advantage of the opportunities that are available in this dynamic and growing industry. To provide a more in-depth analysis, let's break down several critical aspects relevant to apprenticeships and long-term career prospects in the construction industry. Firstly, it's essential to understand the differences in training methodologies between union and non-union programs. Union apprenticeship programs often adhere to standardized curricula developed by organizations like the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBU, or the United Association of Journeymen and Apprentices of the Plumbing and Pipefitting Industry of the United States and Canada, EUR. These programs emphasize comprehensive training covering both theoretical knowledge and practical skills, ensuring apprentices receive well-rounded instruction. Non-union apprenticeship programs, while also providing training, may vary more widely in their curricula and standards. Some may offer excellent training, while others may prioritize on-the-job experience with less emphasis on formal classroom instruction. The quality of non-union training can depend heavily on the specific contractor or organization offering the program. Secondly, examining the career advancement opportunities within each framework is important. Union apprenticeships typically provide a clear path to becoming a journey worker, with defined milestones and wage increases along the way. Journey workers can then advance to supervisory roles or specialize in specific areas of their trade. Non-union apprenticeships may offer similar opportunities for advancement, but the pathways may be less structured or standardized. The speed of advancement can depend more on individual performance and the needs of the employer. Thirdly, wage and benefit packages should be considered. Union workers generally receive higher wages and more comprehensive benefits packages compared to their non-union counterparts. This is due to collective bargaining agreements that negotiate on behalf of all union members. Union benefits often include health insurance, retirement plans, and paid time off. Non-union workers may receive competitive wages and benefits, especially in areas where unions have a strong presence. However, the overall compensation package may be less generous than what is offered by union employers. Fourthly, the impact of prevailing wage laws needs to be reviewed. Prevailing wage laws, such as the Davis-Bacon Act in the United States, require contractors working on government-funded projects to pay their workers the local prevailing wage for their trade. This helps to level the playing field between union and non-union contractors, ensuring that workers on these projects receive fair compensation. In areas where prevailing wage laws are strictly enforced, the wage gap between union and non-union workers may be smaller. Fifthly, one must assess the regional variations in union density and market share. The strength of unions varies significantly across different regions and trades. In some areas, unions have a strong presence and represent a large percentage of the construction workforce. In other areas, unions may have a smaller presence and less influence. The market share of union contractors can also vary depending on the type of construction project. For example, union contractors may be more prevalent in large-scale commercial and industrial projects, while non-union contractors may be more common in residential construction. Sixthly, the role of technology and automation in the construction industry needs to be taken into account. The construction industry is increasingly adopting new technologies, such as building information modeling, BIM, drones, and robotics. These technologies are changing the way construction projects are designed, planned, and executed. Workers who are proficient in these technologies will be in high demand in the future. Both union and non-union training programs are adapting to incorporate these new technologies into their curricula. Seventhly, the importance of continuing education and skill development should not be forgotten. The construction industry is constantly evolving, so it's important for workers to stay up to date on the latest trends and technologies. This can be achieved through continuing education courses, industry certifications, and on-the-job training. Workers who invest in their own professional development will be more competitive in the job market and have greater opportunities for advancement. Eighthly, networking and professional connections are key. Building a strong network of professional contacts can be invaluable for career advancement. This can be achieved by attending industry events, joining professional organizations, and connecting with other workers and employers. Networking can help workers find new job opportunities, learn about best practices, and stay informed about industry trends. Ninthly, adaptability and versatility in skills are important. Workers who are able to adapt to changing conditions and learn new skills will be more successful in the long run. This is especially true in the construction industry, where projects can vary widely in scope and complexity. Workers who have a broad skill set and are willing to take on new challenges will be in high demand. Tenthly, understanding and adhering to safety standards is critical. Safety is paramount in the construction industry, and workers must be knowledgeable about safety regulations and procedures. Both union and non-union training programs emphasize safety training. Workers who prioritize safety and follow established safety protocols are less likely to be injured on the job and are more valuable to employers. Finally, consider the entrepreneurial opportunities that exist within the construction sector. Skilled tradespeople often have the opportunity to start their own businesses, either as independent contractors or as full-fledged construction companies. This can be a rewarding path for those who are entrepreneurial-minded and have the skills and experience to manage their own projects. Both union and non-union backgrounds can provide the foundation for a successful entrepreneurial career in construction. When choosing between a union and non-union apprenticeship, it's crucial to carefully weigh the advantages and disadvantages of each option, considering individual circumstances, career goals, and the specific demands of the chosen trade.